Hello, everyone. My name is Bryce Raven, and I'm here today to talk to you about safe driving habits. The reason why I'm here to talk to you about safe driving habits is that we should be held to a higher standard in the United States to be a safe driver because, per the CDC, there are more accidents in the United States than any other country in the whole entire world. There's over 38,000 deaths that happen on U.S. roadways. Also, over 4.4 million people are fatally injured enough to be sent to the hospital. So safe driving can save other people's lives, and practicing it in our daily lives can help. The reason why I'm so passionate about safe driving is that my mom she actually passed away from a negligent teen driver when I was about 19 years old. I can remember that day like it was yesterday because I remember getting a knock on my door at about 2 o'clock in the morning and them telling me that my mom had just passed away from a teen driver who, ran through a stop sign going 60 miles an hour, and just, it's tough for me. It was really tough for me. And you know what? Being a safe driver is something I've always wanted to do. And before my mom had passed away, I was a reckless driver. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be one of the ones to admit that I was a reckless driver. And I have really fixed my ways since then. And I've become a big advocate for it because I do not want to be the reason why someone's family is sitting up at night wondering where their mom, their dad, their best friend, or anybody in their family or their friend group is, because you don't want to be that reason. Today I will be talking to you about practicing safe driving and how it can help you and others around you, preventing accidents, and how these reckless driving statistics are actually true. The two major points I will be covering today are going to be reckless driving and practicing safe driving habits. My first main point that I will be covering is that reckless driving is a major issue in society today, and it plays a pivotal role in the amount of deaths caused by reckless drivers in the United States. Reckless driving is one of the leading causes of death actually in the United States. And according to ASIRT.org, I don't remember how to pronounce that, but there are more than 38,000 people, like I said earlier, who have died from these car accidents. And after reading the article more, it became more clear to me that studying this stuff, even though I'm a very safe driver now, that what I experienced was tough. In addition to these 38,000 people, like I said again, 4.4 million people plus are sent to the hospital per year by some of these accidents. According to the CDC, most of the motor vehicle crashes are the highest among none other than teen drivers between the ages of 16 and 19 years old. And they are more likely to get into an accident than 20-year-old and plus. And teen drivers are at higher risk to become involved in a fatal crash, or even especially male drivers like me. And being a teen driver, I was reckless and I was a neglectful driver. And having friends in my car sometimes did not help because they would encourage that. You don't want your friends encouraging you to be a bad driver. You want your friends encouraging you, to go the speed limit. Because the fact is that you don't want to be a reckless driver. And lastly, we'll talk about, how to implement safe driving habits. And practicing safe driving should not be only implemented for teen drivers, but for all drivers around the United States and even around the world. Because the fact is, it should be a part of our everyday lives, and even yours. Practicing safe driving can lower some of these statistics, like the number of crashes, tickets, etc. According to the the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, driver's ed reduces the amount of crashes and tickets that teens get per year. Without driver's ed, it shows that teens and even people who have not gone through this driver's ed course, they get more crashes and get more crashes than tickets, and get more tickets. And with the help of driver's ed and having parents who implement good driving habits, and even having your friends encourage you and encouraging your friends, that can help out as well. And according to CrashTest.org, the 3 safe driving tips are not to drive drunk, are to always wear your seatbelt, and to not drive over the speed limit. Fact is that you should never drive drunk. A $50 Uber, in my opinion, is worth a lot more to me than having to pay over $10,000 for a DUI. And driving 5 over, you know what? It's all right. I'm one of those people who drives 5 over every once in a while. but driving more than 15 miles an hour over is just horrible. Wearing your seatbelt, it can save your life. Trust me. It can save your life in a lot of information. And then practicing safe driving can also taking driver's ed can help lower those statistics down and will help you overall. Overall, I'm a big advocate. Now that we know more about like reckless driving and how to practice reckless driving and practice safe driving habits, overall, I'm a big advocate for safe driving because I have seen what it's done to people. I've had stuff like that happen to me where I've been involved in like crashes, not caused by me, but caused by other drivers who were reckless and, stuff like that. Also, remember to always drive safely and to let your friends and family know to drive safely because you never know if that's going to be, the last time you see them because implementing these safe driving can not only save you, but the people around you. Now, let's practice some safe driving. How about that? First thing you want to do, fasten your seatbelt. Second, when you start your car, always make sure the lights are on. Always make sure, like I drive a 6 shift, so always make sure it's up and always first gear. Look around, look in your rearview mirrors, look where you're going. Turn off your light because you want to be free of distractions. Lower the e-brake and just slowly let off the gas, put your blinker on, and you're good.